In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up Claude Code via your terminal or by using the VSCode extension. This is going to be a no fluff video and is going to be the fastest and the easiest way for you to set up Claude Code onto your system, even if you're a total beginner. So let's go over what Claude Code is. It is an AI-powered coding assistant that's going to help you build features, fix bugs, and build applications from scratch. So even if you have never coded once in your life, you yourself in 2026 can actually build an application by using Claude Code. So that's what it does, and it's going to be able to edit, read, and write files all within your code base, and then it's also going to be able to fix bugs that it did write itself. So it is a pretty amazing tool. And the next question you're probably wondering is, how can I get started and where do I install it? Well, there's a few places you can install it. We're going to go over the three main ones really quickly. The first one is going to be on your operating system's terminal. And in my case, I am on Windows and I will be using the PowerShell terminal just like this. The second place you can install it is on a text editor like a VS Code or Cursor. And the third place that I'm going to quickly go over is installing it via a desktop app. You can install the application on your computer and then access Claude Code like that as well. So before we actually install Claude Code onto your system, there's a few things we should have before doing this. And the first thing is a terminal or command prompt to open. I am using a Windows operating system and I'm going to use the PowerShell. So to access that, we are going to use the search bar at the bottom left, and I could type in terminal, and then you should be able to open up your terminal through this Windows search bar. And this is a PowerShell terminal compared to a command line prompt, and it's because it has the PS right here. Secondly, we want to have a code project to work with. You can have a code project within your file explorer, so any code project within here, and you can actually open this up within your Windows PowerShell here and code directly in your terminal, but this is very difficult to do and it doesn't look nice and appealing, and most developers don't use the PowerShell directly. They actually use a text editor, and the text editor that we're going to use for this tutorial is Visual Studio Code. To download Visual Studio Code, go to code.visualstudio.com, or you can get another text editor called Cursor. And Cursor is just exactly the same thing as Visual Studio Code, but it is gaining popularity. And then the third thing you want before beginning is you need to pay for the LLM essentially. And the two ways you could do this is through a Claude subscription, or you need a Claude console account, which the console account uses an API key, and you could do as a pay-as-you-go method. So the subscription does start at $20 a month, and I can show you that here. So if you go to Claude.ai, at the bottom, after you create an account or sign up, you can actually go to your settings, and then you could go to either your billing or you could upgrade your plan as well. So make sure you have an upgraded plan so you can actually use the LLM, or you could go to the platform.claude.com and then you could access your API key, and then you should be able to use the API key within the terminal, which we're about to set up right now. Now we should be ready to actually install Claude Code. And for me, I'm using a Windows system, so I'm going to copy this command here. If you're using Mac OS or Linux, you'll copy this command, Homebrew this command, Winget this command. Pretty simple to follow. So we're going to install it with Windows. I'm going to copy, and I'm going to open up the PowerShell terminal. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to paste it. This command essentially installs Claude Code, right? So it's going to be on our system. And as you can see, there's a green message if it was successful, that it was successfully installed. And what I can do is I could type in the command Claude, and I could do -- version like this. And then I can see the actual version of my Claude Code. So I'm at 2.1.92. Now, what you can do is you can actually edit code within your PowerShell. Most developers do use a text editor like VS Code or Cursor. But if you really wanted to, you could change directories into a code base and then you can actually operate Claude through the PowerShell. But I'm going to show you how to do it through VS Code, because VS Code does have an integrated terminal, just like this. So after you've have VS Code installed onto your system, like you should already, it'll look something like this. And I'm going to start a brand new window to show you from scratch. What I can do here is you could go over here and you could click open folder, or if you have recents, you could click a recent folder here. So I'm just going to open up a recent folder like this. And here's your terminal, right? Let me just zoom in on this so we can see better. And your terminal can be opened up two different ways. This is like a PowerShell terminal. One way is by pressing Control backtick, and this is the shortcut to open and close it, as you can see. And then the other way to open up is if you go to the View tab right here and you click Terminal. So this is the same exact terminal as this, essentially. As you can see, I'm actually in the directory of this code base that I call testing, which I spelled completely wrong, right? So now that we have Claude Code installed onto our user's owner directory, we can access it within this code base. So I'm going to set it up here in this code base, and to do that, I'm going to set up, and I'm just going to type in the word Claude. So this command should be usable since we did install it. And the first thing, it's going to ask for certain configuration settings, and it says choose the text style that looks best with your terminal, right? I am going to stick to dark mode, but if you do want to change, you could press the down and up arrows to change the different modes. But like I said, I'll stick to dark mode and press enter. Next is it's asking which account do you want to use and log into so they could actually bill you correctly for using the LLM, okay? And the LLM is essentially just a large language model, and it's the actual AI. So when people talk about, oh, AI this, AI that, it's essentially a LLM. And Claude has multiple models. So they have like Opus or Sonnet. They have those models. Those are the popular ones now as of this recording. And they obviously all have different versions of the models. And the 3 login methods you could do is you could do a Claude account with subscription. And in my case, I do have the Pro subscription, so I am going to choose this, but you can do option 2 or 3. Option 2 is API usage billing, so it's pay as you go. You'll get an API key and you'll insert it here. But we're gonna click number 1 and we're gonna press enter. And what it's gonna do is you're gonna redirect and open up an OAuth authorization to authorize me into Claude Code. I'm just gonna click authorize. And it says build something great. You're all set up for Claude Code. You can now close the window. So I'm going to close the window and I'm going to reopen my VS Code terminal. And it says I logged in as my email and login successful. I'm going to press enter to continue. And then it gives you quick security notes, and you can press enter again to continue. And then for the optimal coding experience, enable the recommend settings for your terminal. Shift plus enter for new lines. Say yes, recommend settings. Essentially, this is if you press shift and enter, you're going to be able to go type on one line and then type on different lines if you press shift plus enter. Okay, so that's it. So Claude now has access to this code base. And this is the terminal that you could type in. So now I could ask Claude anything I want. And I could ask it something very simple. What do you see in the code base? Just to make sure it's working. And of course, it has different loading features saying it's thinking, it's cooking, stuff like that. So I did pause the video real quick just for it to like think and see what was in the project. But essentially, it says it's a Next.js app router project. That's an AI-powered content analyzer built on the Anthropic SDK, which is correct. And it gives me the project structure and then how it works as well. So it looks like Claude is able to actually see these files here, which is my folder structure, and see what's in these files. And I asked it that, and it was able to successfully tell me exactly what this project is. So now if I wanted to edit files, create new files, create folders, I could tell it to do anything here, and it's just like a chat with an AI to actually code. So there is really no coding experience needed, but there is a caveat. You do still need to understand code to some extent if you do want to push a production ready application. A lot of people are vibe coding, and the code has a bunch of security flaws. A lot of stuff's not optimized, and no discredit to people who have zero experience with coding, but it does help to learn the basics of coding if you do plan on taking this serious. So this is the terminal for Claude, and if I do want to just exit out, I could just press exit. But another thing you want to do when you first start any project is you want to do a command called /init like this. And what this is going to do, it's going to initialize a new CLAUDE.md file with code-based documentation. So I'm going to press enter. And what this does is it's pretty much a memory of the project. So every time you have a new chat with your Claude bot or Claude chat, essentially the context, which is the memory and the history that you had with the AI agent, is essentially gone every time there's a new one. But if you have a Claude.md file, then you'll be able to actually pretty much save memory to it, so he'll always remember it, even if it is a new session. So hopefully that does make sense. But he wants to make a few new edits to the Claude.md file. Since I already did have a Claude.md file on this project, it's just going to make edits to the existing one. And it's always going to ask me if I want to make edits or not. So I'm going to say yes. And it's going to successfully make the edits. And the Claude.md was already well written. I made targeted improvements. So if you want to see what he did, you can come into here, and this is his memory file, essentially. And all it is a markdown file. Okay, so we are done with the terminal. This is the terminal, and this, like I said, it's integrated. It's the same as the PowerShell. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to type /exit to exit out. And then the terminal is back to normal. There's nothing running, no usage of it. And the one last thing I want to show you how to set up correctly is the Claude Code extension via VSCode. So if this is your first time using a text editor like VSCode, you're going to see something here on the left-hand side, and it almost looks like 4 different cubes. If you hover over it, it says extensions. So what you're going to do is you're going to click it, and then you could search the extensions in Marketplace. You're going to search for Claude Code, and what is going to pop up, it's going to be Claude Code for VSCode. It's going to be by Anthropic with a blue check mark, and it has a bunch of downloads. So essentially, you will have a button that says enable, that's blue, or install. You're going to click it, and then you'll get an icon up here at the top right of VS Code. What you could do here is you could click this, and you could open up a file, whatever you want. Let me just close both of these real quick. Open up a file, open up the Claude Code, and you could talk to the Claude Code AI agent here instead of the terminal. So you could do the same things here as you kind of did with the terminal down here, the PowerShell terminal. It's just a few nuanced differences, but overall it's the same thing. Very easy setup to get the extension going, and it will use the same account that you use for the PowerShell. So this is the quickest way to set up Claude Code to actually start creating applications and to be able to view your code in an easy to view manner, either if it's VS Code or Cursor. So hopefully this video was very helpful to you. If it was, like I said, to help me out, hit that like button. Also subscribe for more AI content just like this. I'm going to make a lot of tutorials coming up. But other than that, get to coding, and I'll see you guys in the next video.